So I want to talk to you a little bit about this idea of being stuck, right? And why you may feel stuck, why it's hard to get unstuck, why I feel stuck sometimes, and I think this will be helpful. Before I talk to you about that, I'll just remind everybody that I do a free Monday night meetup. It is on Zoom, and I'm available at 6 p.m. Central Time. There's a great group of people that get together and we talk real estate. There's nothing formal usually. It's very down to earth. You can ask your questions. You can pitch your deals. And the link to tonight's group is in the event section on the Facebook page. So encourage anybody who wants to see that video or be in that group, join us tonight. Get in there early at 6 p.m. because sometimes we shut it down to once we get into it. Now let's talk about this. Let's imagine that there was a gate and there was a wall, a brick wall, right? And you could see both at the same time, right? You have the God complex and you could see the brick wall and the gate, right? But you also saw this animal charging towards the brick wall and just hitting it right in the head, right? They didn't see the gate. They were charging towards the brick wall, hitting the brick wall, and then hitting their head, being frustrated, and coming back again, right? They did it till their head was bloody, and they've got big bumps on their head because they're just charging into the brick wall. But you, with your all-seeing eye, could see the gate, okay? I think that's how a lot of us are a lot of times, right? We're charging towards a brick wall. We're not looking at the whole big picture. And sometimes we can feel stuck when this is happening. And I'll give you some examples of this, okay? In my own personal business, right? If my habits are not in check, if I'm eating the wrong food over and over again, like French fries, that's my thing, right? Then I'm not going to see the results in the gym that I want to see, right? If you have an employee, right, who is being disrespectful to their bosses, right? And this employee is talking crazy to their bosses at every job they go to, right? This could be like them running into that brick wall over and over again because they're going to repeatedly not be able to keep that job, right? If you see somebody at school and they're not studying, so every time they take the test, they fail it, right? Every time they try to achieve more, they fail. That's like that brick wall. And we'll call that this morning being stuck, okay? But there's a gate. Okay, there's a gate to being unstuck. And I'm going to share with you this morning what I do when I'm stuck. And this gate, sometimes it's hard to see it, but this gate is something that almost all of us have access to when we're stuck. And this gate is reflection. Okay? The gate is reflection. If you could stop and take a step back and look at the whole picture, a lot of times we'll see the gate. But if we just keep ramming through, a lot of times we won't ever see the other option, okay? We've heard this phrase used, sometimes we have to slow down to speed up. So I would encourage you, if you're stuck with your health, if you're stuck with your business goals, if you're stuck with your spirituality, if you're stuck with family, stop, right? Back up and start doing some reflection. Why is this repeatedly happening, right? Why am I continuing to run into the brick wall? And what's going to happen when you do that? When you stop and reflect long enough, especially if you've got some people in your corner that can help you with this reflection, what's going to happen is that you're going to see a gate. And that gate is what's going to move you past being unstuck. Hopefully this helps somebody this morning. If it does, post below. Don't just look at it. Grab the map. Don't forget tonight, Monday night meetup. See y'all later. I buy houses and apartments. Have a great day. Bye.